What brought me here today is pretty much in line with what brought a lot of people here today, is they're pretty much had enough of what the government's doing and the boundaries that they're overstepping and the breaches of people's human rights and dignity, I think has irked enough people to get their bums off seats and get down here today.
Today is an opportunity to see how Nelson comes together as a community, not divided by it being a certain group or a certain cause. We're all coming together because we've all had enough and we need our government to understand that first. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm from Waitangi, Bay Islands. So yeah, I'm here to support everybody, try and fight the rights against the government. They try and take our rights away from us.
We know people who are losing their jobs, they have mortgages, they have children to feed. They don't have a job, they won't have a job because our government are putting a mandate on us to put an experimental injection into our body that hasn't been tested, that hasn't been proven. So that's why we're here, because people need to stand up. We've seen it in the past, history has shown us, it only takes 10% to stand up, use their voice.
Well, I've already lost my business. Yeah, my business was taken away. I travel to Auckland on a regular basis and clearly I can't go up there. So, you work your ass off getting clients on board and just thank you very much, bang, you're gone. And particularly this round, last year, you kind of went with it because you could say there might have been reason for what they were doing. This year they know enough. And we have lost, one 90-year-old person and they've shut the whole goddamn country down. And that to me is, again, that is not how you do things. It's not okay. And if we don't stand up now, when are we going to? This is the crisis of our lifetime.
Oh yeah, sure. There'll be some of my family members that will be losing their jobs and because they're refusing to get the jab and stuff. I'm refusing against it. Oh, I was born like this. I'm going to die like this. So might as well come in and go out the same you came in.
I've had a few people affected by it. One of my friends has lost his hearing from it. He's been to 5 specialists so far. Another friend whose wife's family have had a nephew and an auntie die within days of taking the vaccine. So it's real and it's happening.
When I came to New Zealand, people were common sense, practical people who had a healthy contempt for politicians. And that's all changed. I can't see how people have totally abandoned all reason and all logic except for deep hypnosis. And I think, TV started that whole process, but with not only with overt propaganda, but with subliminal messages, subliminal hypnosis, and now the whole fear around this thing. And people are so disempowered that they'd run from their own shadow at this point.
Aotearoa like it used to be, when I was a little kid, running around and don't get told what to do all the time unless you're getting a growling. It's just getting out of hand now. Something's got to change, but hopefully these marches will help. Or seeing all different people coming together, for one good cause.
And as people stand together, and people are united, fear is broken, as we stand here together. There's, we do have that faith, we do have that hope, that this is going to be all over if we stand up to this government, if we speak out, There's a lot of people that are at home that are controlled by fear and that are taking the vaccination because of fear, not because they want to do it. I mean, the amount of people I talk to on a daily basis that they don't want to take this vaccine. They know that it hasn't been tested, but they're doing it out of fear that they're going to lose their jobs, and they're saying, well, we're going to do this for our grandparents or our children. We don't want to pass it on to them. Well, you get the vaccine, you're going to pass it on anyways. So
I have real hope for New Zealand. I think New Zealand is going to be the first one to pull out of this. And there was a chapter at the end of The Lord of the Rings called The Scouring of the Shire. Everyone should read that chapter. It was left out of the movie, but that's the chapter that's crucial, where the hobbits wake up to their bullies and the tyranny and overturn it with a little bit of help from the returning warriors. So that's what I think people should concentrate on. And that warrior spirit in the Maori and then the haka, rather than quaking in our boots over freaking microbes. That's the energy we need.
What are you scared of? You're scared of people judging you because you don't have the jab. People judge you anyway. Brown, white, rich, poor, skinny, fat, pimples, no pimples. They don't care about a jab either.
I think we've got this, I really do. I think we've got this with the momentum and the enthusiasm and the awakening of people and the more avenues and access to information people have, the more they wake up to the lies, actually, the lies and the corruption that's been going on for too long. People have had enough.
Good to see your voices this morning.